I think that right now you feel just like me. No need for more talking, need to take action. Because with this promise and this courage to renew ourselves, not only to renew our democracy, not only to renew our solutions, but to do first things first, renew ourselves, and reach out to people who think as we do, that democracy is here to create societies for people, that markets are here to serve customers, that society is here to count everyone in, then we better get started. Because we live in strange times, very strange times. Never have so many people held a job in Europe. Unemployment keeps falling. There's growth in each and every member state. Greece has left the program and is back on track. This wonderful country, this wonderful city hosting us today, very strong progress. Yet, it is as if there is still this sense of crisis, of distrust, of disbelief, of disillusion. And this is why we have so much to do. We all ask each other, how are you doing? And most of us say, well, I'm fine, but the world is a mess. But the thing is that so many people cannot say, I am fine, because they fear of losing their job. They don't see the promise kept to their children, that when they do everything, educate themselves, use their talent, that the labor market open to give them a fair chance. So the question we have to ask ourselves is how to create coherence in an incoherent world, where things seem to be so strange. And what we see, some of the answers given, is the answer of create an identity and create enemies. But we have another solution. We have one proposition for each and everyone living in Europe, the identity of being a citizen. In a union based on the rule of law, with equal rights, fighting for gender balance, for freedom of press, for the rule of law, this is the identity that can unite us. And we have to break it down. Because rule of law, yes, well, but who thinks of themselves as someone standing in a courtroom who needs independent judges and someone to defend them? We need to break it down because rule of law is an everyday thing. It's when your daughter has the same chance of being accepted at a school, at a university, in an apprenticeship, as the one who knows the rector's neighbor. Freedom of press, it's something you take with your morning coffee. We have to break down the values for them to be something in everyday life. Because for many people, Europe is still a promise that has not been fulfilled. And this is why we have to renew this promise, to show that we are relevant to all the people who needs more and asks for more. They want to know who's coming and going in Europe. They want us in common to protect our borders. They want to know that we stand up for our responsibility for others to protect the people who will have to flee their home because of wars. They are asking of us that we protect them against their data being stolen, against cybercrime. And of course, they are asking of us to work together to fight climate change. And in this, we can do it by starting to renew ourselves. Because we are also part of old politics. We are also part of the system. And if we don't renew ourselves, how can anyone ever trust us to renew the societies that we live in? And this is why we should reach out. This is why this amazing promise of En Marche today is the perfect starting point. The inclusiveness, the reaching out to people who think the same way as we do, not necessarily in every detail, not necessarily in every way that things should be solved, but in the values and in the ideas and in the knowledge that Europe is a promise that needs to be renewed. Such a renewed Europe that will not only protect us, but also challenge us to create new opportunities is what we need. You realize, of course, that Europe is the best place to live ever on Earth, especially if you're a woman. And this we have created from a Europe that was destroyed. This is how far we have come, with European values, with respect of the individual, fighting for each and every one of us to have the equal right to be here, with all our differences, so many different languages, so many different political cultures. Actually, it shouldn't be able to happen. But the thing is that if you don't believe in miracles, you're not a realist. We have made this happen, and we can make it happen again. Tackle climate change, illegal immigration, protect refugees, develop AI in human scale. Make sure that the market serves consumers, that democracy serves the voter, that the society serves the citizen. What is our obligation? It is to give hope, to take action for a renewed Europe. Thank you.